Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Mama, if that's moving up, then moving out. I love Billy Joel. Huge Billy Joel fan. Did y'all see fucking Bruce Springsteen the other day? He had a concert. I want to say it was in Europe. He gave a really good speech. Look it up. You get for your money. Good morning, Breezy. Oh, so everybody keeping up with the drama? Not me so much. Here and there. I can't keep up, to tell you the truth. It's pretty hard. I do see somebody on the internet feverishly trying to convince people. And I do mean feverishly trying to convince people that they're not a bad person. And that's been entertaining. When you see somebody like go live 3 times as much as they usually do. Yeah. Mania is fucking wild. Wild. But it's funny. And then the people running behind them trying to fucking sweep up the dirt is crazy to me. Oh. That's one hell of a cleanup job. I'm telling you. That's one hell of a cleanup job. To run behind somebody and clean up that mess. It could never be me. It could never be me. I could never sit in any quote-unquote community and watch the things that go on and then hold alive of willful ignorance and just go, oh, I can't. I mean, if you want to do that to yourself, I can only tell you the regret is going to be unmeasurable when that light bulb goes off and you're like, fuck, did I fucking do that? Did I fucking run behind that man and sweep up the dirt so that nobody else would fucking see it? Did I do that? Was I complicit in horrible behavior that I swear on my putting my entire fucking reputation on the line for another human being that doesn't give a fuck about me at the end of the day? Give a the way I feel for y'all, the way I truly feel for y'all. I really do. I need people to free up their minds a little bit. You know what I was thinking last night? I don't know. I think Petty's looking an awful lot like Trump. An awful lot like Trump. Just deporting people without due process every fucking day. The fuck are you doing? Like literally, you show up in a live that you go into every day and have absolutely no idea that he or somebody at his camp saw you somewhere you weren't supposed to be. And then there you are in the fucking hot seat. Where have you been? Why were you there? What did you say? Who did you say it to? What did they say? And what happened after that? I know you're fucking lying. I know you're. Good morning, Kat. Oh, everybody follow Kat. Please follow Kat. Kat's trying to get to 10,000 followers. She is a young college graduate, just graduated with her poli-sci degree and is out in this big, bad, horrible fucking world trying to make it better. So everybody, please follow Kat. Because I love her. We are talking about Pastor Petty. We are talking about Pastor Petty Clay. We're talking about Pastor Petty. Pastor Petty, the one that came to the internet and everybody had found his charges to do with killing his dog and some child abuse, and then came back and told a horrible story as to why he abused his child, and that story didn't hold fucking water. So we're here while he blames everybody else on the internet for the wrong that he has done in his life, instead of just sitting and taking accountability for being a piece of fucking shit. And quit projecting the way you feel onto innocent motherfuckers in your chat. That's weird. That's very weird. It feels like wrongful deportation to me. That's what it feels like. It looks like the attacking of innocent people to me. Because as far as I know, when you hit your TikTok and the app opens, there's no rules that come down on your FYP that say, by the way, Pastor Petty doesn't allow you in A, B, C, D, and E lives. Please avoid those lives today if you don't want to get called out for being there. Yeah, he's not a real pastor, Kat. Not a real pastor. In fact, he changed his name. Oh, Kat, you'll enjoy this. Do you know what he did to a woman on the internet the other day, Kat? She was a Palestinian American woman, and she had a problem with a friend of his, right? And in defense of his friend, he repeatedly asked her, "What are you doing for your people?" That's what he asked her. He said, "What are you doing for your people?" He said, "You want to be American so bad. You fake Palestinian." Yeah, that's what he did. He absolutely did do that to her. It's all over the internet, Kat. In fact, I have clips. He dehumanized that woman and weaponized war and G-side against her. And I thought it was some of the most disgusting behavior I've ever seen on the fucking internet. Yeah, so then, instead of pastor, he has now changed his name to Pope Petty Clay. And if you go and you look at his profile picture, I have also found that somewhat offensive. But he doesn't care, because I can guarantee you the day that he did that to Sassy Virgo, he did not even he was not shamed by it. He was not embarrassed or sorry for his behavior, and I'm sure it's posted on his YouTube as a fucking trophy. He loves doing that shit. So there's that. And then he treated Bare Necessities really bad just because she was, and he also refused to have a conversation with Shushu the other day, another Palestinian American. He didn't want to have that conversation with Shushu because then he would have had to have taken accountability, because Shushu would have brought it up and he would have had to have answered to it. He doesn't have to answer to his people. His people do not hold him. They do not hold him, and nobody else will do it. And the people that can do it, he won't give you that voice to do it. Tuto, how did you feel about that? How did you feel about that, being the empathetic person that I know you are? And I am calling you out because I wonder how somebody that I felt I aligned with, like in my empathy area, and how can you sit there with him after what he said to her? After he weaponized an entire war and genocide against one woman. How? I'm getting, you know how he's questioning you all about, I'm questioning a lot of you that are in there while he's doing these ugly things and say, I can go wherever I want. Yes, you absolutely can, but you do not have to support that kind of fucking behavior. And you can also use your voice to stand up against it when you see hateful fucking behavior. I don't care if I was missing it. I don't care. I don't care. I would make sure that I had fucking knowledge of what I was supporting, because here I am feeling real fucking dumb, feeling real fucking gullible. None of those things I am. I am not dumb. I am not gullible. And that man told me a story to manipulate me. And I fucking believed him. And I supported it. Where's the critical thinking? I'm not attacking her, and she knows I'm not attacking her. I'm asking her a question because Paul and I were pretty close. And here I have to step away from people, right? I have to step away from people. Am I attacking her? No, but do I want her to have a full understanding of what she's supporting? Of course. She knows I'm not attacking her. You know how I don't want you to feel how I feel. Hey, I lost a really good fucking friend. Somebody I loved with my whole soul. Still love her. And I lost that friend who I cared about so deeply because I believed him, because I accepted that apology and saw him as a human. And he didn't even deserve that from me. And then because I had that peace, I wanted her to have that peace too. I didn't want them to have that vitriol between them. And I urged the conversation and the peace to come. And I lost my friend because of that. And I don't want that for anybody else. Thank you, Swiper. No motherfucking swiping. Polly. Swiper, no motherfucking swiping. That's funny. Listen, y'all. I don't know. You gotta. I mean, if you listen to him so intently, listen to some of the people speaking out. See, I don't hate the man. And I'm not here to talk to you about his mistakes, right? I'm here and I'm talking about my mistakes. The mistakes I made in believing, in not questioning, when I am conditioned to question, right? I question everything. Why didn't I question that? Did I feel that it was crossing a line? Did I feel the topic was too sensitive to do that? What stopped me from asking the questions that I know I usually ask? These are mistakes I made here on the internet, in front of everybody. Everybody saw my support for him. There we go. You guys. You know, sometimes I think when I come here, maybe my delivery is different, right? Or maybe it's a little bit off because it seems as though I'm coming here to trash him. And I'm really not, right? Or I'm not trying to. I am literally trying to show you where I went wrong in my thinking. I'm here to tell you, like, hey, free up your mind a little bit more. Because not everything is as bad as it seems. And quit allowing Viking in your spaces. Are you all out of your... I don't get it. I don't get it. The enemy of the enemy is not your friend, right? Period. Like fucking period. You guys keep talking about Florida man. And then, hi, Viking. Hey, Viking. Have a great day, Viking. What do you want to say, Viking? Hey, Viking. Of who Viking is. And you guys can't even see what's wrong there. You're going after Florida man while rallying around Viking. I cannot make sense of that. Yes. Hey, you remember a couple weeks ago when all the breezy stuff was going on with Kendra and I had deactivated. It was literally because I felt like you guys lived in an alternate reality. And I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it. I could not exist in that reality because it was so fucked up. It's literally like an alternate universe here because of how people experience things, how people can actually get up and speak words, and that scenario never happened. Like, it never happened. But you can get up on the internet and speak as though it did, as though it was a real event. And in my mind, I'm going, what the fuck? When and who and what? When did that happen? It didn't. It's crazy. But they will say it over and over and over and over and over and over until you fucking believe it. Man, if you ain't... I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Hey, listen. My career, right, depended on my observation skills. My life and the life of other people depended on my observation skills, on my ability to take the temperature in a room, my ability to communicate with somebody who is getting ready to hurt somebody else and be able to use communication and not physical force to stop the conflict. So I know me. I know myself well enough that when I see situations and when I feel that something is fucking off, that I should 100% always trust that. and quit being or allow myself to be manipulated by people with horrible stories on the internet. Pope Spider-Man. Y'all are wild. Yeah, I'm not happy with that either, D-Doll. I happen to like Bullet. Stacy, do you know that you're requesting a box? Know who what is? Okay. You know who that is. Who is? Oh, the Pope, Spider-Man? Hey, I don't know why people are still, listen, that, when things go on like greater than 30 days, I can't fucking do it. Like when you guys talk about the same person, the same situations, the same scenarios over and over and over and over again, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I can't fucking take it. I jump off that boat probably within the first 14 days. I can't do it. I don't have the attention span. I'm not that interested in somebody else's life that I'm going to sink my teeth in and hang out for 18 months while you all discuss the same fucking thing. I'm not going to do it. Now, I know they've been coming for Bullet in my mind, I know it goes back goddamn 2 years ago. Do you think that I am hanging on to a story for 2 fucking years? Leave that woman alone. Leave that woman the fuck alone. Christ. My fucking Lord. And no, I don't give a fuck what she did. Please, don't reach out to me and go, well, do you know what? But no, I don't. And nor do I give a fuck. I just don't care. And you shouldn't either. I could never make somebody else's life more important than my actual life. I just couldn't do it. You all, I don't know. I have too much going on in my real life to do that, I guess. Here's another thing, and I'll touch on this topic, and I hope the right people, in fact, let me, hold on. Let me make sure at least one right person is in here when I say this, because this is from a different side of TikTok. But I know usually when I'm talking, somebody from that side is listening. But let me see if one person is available to come in. Because this is something else that has been bothering me. Where's my girl at? There she is. Let's see if I can get her to come in. Any update if she came back to the app? Who? I think Bullet has been here. I want to see if I can get T to come in here real quick. Oh, I don't know. Listen, Rivka will be a forever target. That woman is disgusting. She's fucking gross. She gets no forgiveness from me after what she did to Smashley. Fuck that bitch. Trash. She's her and Queenie. Fucking trash. The cat mounter said she never coming back. Well, lying about conditions is brazy. You ain't lying. What is FDB? Hey, I can't wait. I mean, I'm waiting for the research to be done on that story and for that story to be brought to light. Because isn't that crazy? I really would love all the proof on that because I looked at that girl's page. I looked at that girl's page. And it seems more than a coincidence to me. Not too many Ribkas running around, I'm afraid. Oh, the Only Ferals, that was my favorite. Only Ferals, that's a good one. I don't know if I have that one or not screenshotted. I would absolutely use it. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I have it. Doesn't look like it. No, I don't. That's my favorite one. Good morning, Trina. Yeah. Okay, so T must be busy. So listen, they're mad at me. Girl, I know you're fucking lying. For what? Mad at me? The fuck I do? The fuck?
I'm mad at you and Sunshine.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Sunshine hasn't
Nobody
even answered my good morning this morning.
nobody didn't tell me you went live yesterday. So therefore I want a divorce.
Oh no. Did I go live yesterday? No, I didn't.
Yes. Well, I don't know when you went live, but I'm assuming yesterday because I just watched
No,
it
that
on
was the
TikTok Window
14th.
Lickers.
That was the 14th. That was the day before yesterday.
Well, see, y'all didn't tell me about that one either.
My bad. That was a quick. That really wasn't that. I had been trying to do that live for like 3 days, and I just got on, said what I had to say, and got off. It really wasn't a big entailed thing. I just really wanted to make sure I took my public support of Petty's story off the internet. That's all.
Yeah, I get it. But I still love you. How's
I love
baby
you.
girl this morning?
Oh, don't ask. We had a really bad morning, and she is currently sleeping. No school again today.
Poor baby.
Anyone else find it weird Queenie doesn't want her lives posted? She doesn't? Hold
Yeah,
please.
she. Good
Oh,
morning,
Jesus
everyone.
Christ. I
But
can't
yeah,
stand people.
apparently she told window lickers that she did not want them posting her lives. Why, I don't know. But the Female Neighborhood Watch made a video the other day saying that they didn't care if she didn't want her lives posted because they're posting them on their YouTube. So
Okay, so she told window lickers not to post her lives because they're on her own YouTube.
yeah, apparently, from what Window Licker said in a post on
Isn't that
their
kind of
YouTube
like,
account.
yeah, I have my own YouTube, but window lickers posts my lives, and what the fuck am I going to do about it?
Yeah,
Literally
that's
going
how
to
I knew
tell people not
about
to
that live.
post. I
Yeah, it's
made my own
crazy.
YouTube because a lot of other people were posting my lives, and I thought that was weird. I only really had one YouTube page that I didn't care if my content was posted to, and that was T and Karma's page. All those other pages, I could copyright those. And if she doesn't
Yeah,
want her shit posted, didn't her boyfriend tell her how to copyright? He told everybody else how to copyright. You forget to tell her?
She hasn't went live the past couple of days, huh? Since Rivika disappeared off of TikTok.
I think Rivika is scared.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't even know how you get monetized on YouTube. I don't monetize any social media, so I don't know. I don't know how that works with YouTube. She wants to edit out the bad behavior. Period. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe I'll post her to my tea page and see how she likes that. Maybe that'll be a little more accepting for her. So the other day, yesterday in fact, well, it kind of started a long time ago, but there was a live held yesterday. There was a live held, I don't want to say months and months ago, right, where a creator platformed somebody's child. And man, the way I disagreed with that, I highly disagree with that. I highly disagree with people who have problems with other people and then weaponize their children. I don't like that. Here's why. Nobody understands the next person's family dynamic, right? Nobody knows what goes into family fights, family arguments. Nobody knows why family steps away from each other. Nobody truly knows except for the family, right? Children often get mad at their parents. Even older children, right? They're mad. I was mad at I still don't speak to my mother, but having somebody's child up in a box, trashing their parenting, accusing them of being abusive, seems like very wild behavior to me. Because oftentimes, and I've seen it happen, and the person that did it happen, this has also seen that happen. In fact, it happened to one of her friends, to where the child gets mad at their parent and then gets up on the internet and says they beat them. I saw it happen to my friend when her daughter got really mad at her on the internet. She decided to get up there and lie about her mother. Right? Because kids will do that. Angry children will do those sorts of things. Right? I do not believe that people on the internet that have internet beef with other people should be platforming their children to talk shit on them. Here's what would happen. If it were me and that were my child, I would have hit the gas station and then your front door. So my advice to you is stop the fuck shit. I don't care who you don't like, why you don't like them, and all the bad things that go with it. But what you're going to do one day is run into the right one. You're going to do that to the right person, and they are going to hand your ass to you. And I promise you, with every fiber of my being, if that were my child, I'd have already been in jail. Guaranteed. So let's not do that anymore. If children want to get on the internet and trash their parents, let them do that on their own. Do not platform them for your own fucking entertainment. It's really gross behavior. Really gross behavior. Not that you're not capable of all the gross things. You are, and you have proven that. You have definitely proven that. Nobody is questioning how ugly you can be. We are all well aware. The only thing is that when you push that kind of behavior onto other people, the chances of that behavior coming back to you are about 100%. So again, that's what I will wait for. When you run into the right one, when you fuck with the right one, and they shut you up forever, that's what I'll wait on.
I definitely agree on that one. Did you hear what happened to Victoria the other day in Petty's live?
Yeah.
Over a fucking comment about Napoleon.
Well, because his fucking feelings got hurt because he was wrong. Again. Good morning, Former. He was wrong. All she was trying to say, and he got offended because he's the smartest one in the room.
Of course. So, I have a question because I really don't know a whole lot about it. Only what I've heard. But it still never made sense to me. When I was listening to your live this morning, the one that you did the other day, somebody was in the comments that said they thought it was his stepson.
Mm-mm.
So it wasn't his stepson.
Mm-mm.
It was his. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was the child in question that it happened to, was it the one we always hear in the background?
No, I think it was. I don't even want to speculate
Or
because the story is wrong. The story is a lie. So I'm not even going to
yeah,
speculate on a lie.
I've never understood it at all. I mean, I've had questions, but you're not allowed to question it because you're just automatically supposed to believe everything that is said. And then when I started hearing other people talk about it, I began to have more questions, and then I was like, I'm just fucking confused. I don't understand it. So, yeah,
Because
I've
it's a
had
lie, and you
questions.
can't
So,
understand a lie.
yeah,
You
because
cannot
I mean,
understand a lie.
from what I heard him say, as bad as what the scene supposedly looked like, it looks like to me the child would have went to jail
That
or whatever that day.
those pictures. Is Florida Man in here?
Yeah,
I'm so tired
Florida
of
man.
talking about those pictures. Florida Man, those pictures were not pictures of anything. They were just pictures. They were a Google search. They were not pictures of anything.
What pictures? Florida man has
No,
pictures?
they were Google images.
Oh, I haven't even seen or heard
That's
anything
what I
about
thought.
that.
Yeah, no, I thought that's because everybody kept saying about the pictures. And I'm like, those pictures are not real pictures. Just a reference. Yeah, it was not those weren't real pictures.
And the whole dog issue, I knew that was a straight up lie when I heard his excuse come out of his mouth the very first time.
Yeah, it's all lies.
And the way I am
Yeah,
about
I
my
wouldn't either.
dogs, I mean, he's disgusting.
Mm-mm. Uh-uh. She wants to join forces for a common cause. Who? Grow Queen. Let me shut up. Let me hush.
Oh, I got some pictures of the baby I need to send you.
Okay. I keep seeing lives. I keep seeing lives every morning now. They come up on my FYP because they must have made a new account and I'm not blocked on this one. I hate when y'all do that. When you all make new accounts, can you remember to block me? Because when you come up on my FYP, it's somewhat startling. I'm like, why are you here? You shouldn't be here. And there you are. So when you make these new accounts, can you just please remember to block me? So here's
Happy
where my question
Friday.
is. I see these lives every morning and it's Show Me the Money, Tara, all the group, right? But Tech's nowhere to be found. So they obviously walked away from Tekla. Now, the issue I have is probably with Tara because, these people trashed me for a long time. These people trashed me for a long time because I got up on the internet and said that what Tekla was doing and everything Tekla was doing was to make money on this app. And when I say that, I also include throwing me under the bus on the internet. She did that for money, right? I don't know how to convince you because it was done for the whole world to see in open view. But all of a sudden, they see her doing what I kept saying that she had been doing for years. I kept saying that was her intention when she came here. Her first taste of that internet money came on my back. Literally on my back. And everybody said it was me. I said, she's literally throwing a 30-year friendship under the bus for fucking money, y'all. Money.
Well, what happened between her and Show Me the Money and the others? Because I haven't heard nothing about it. I thought they were besties.
Ironically enough, they saw her engaging with IO and Boss Hog for money. They saw her pointing her dirty fucking hands at people for getting things on the back end while all the time getting things on the back end.
So they
And
called her out about it?
all of a sudden they didn't like that.
Okay.
But literally, that's all she's been doing for years.
That's strange for them to
Yeah,
all of a
but I
sudden
was the
just
problem.
not like
That's
it.
wild, wild work. The way the internet works.
Yeah, I remember when you went live and was talking about yours and hers friendship and stuff.
She asked for money from Kim even when Kim was sick. Who? Who took money? Wait a minute. She
Who
took
is
money
Kim?
from Kim. Is Kim, you mean Kim like Kim, Lisa Richards' friend Kim? From
Kim Creek.
Kim, the Creeker Life person? Get the fuck out of here. I ain't asked for all the tea. The only thing that I heard was when Show Me and Chevy and them were in Petty's live. That's the only thing. I never asked for the story. I
Yeah,
was never really interested. Yes, Show Me,
I heard
Ranger,
they were in
etc. did a
Petty's
live
live,
about
but
it.
I didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know that. They said Show Me, Ranger, and them did a live on it. She was getting, you know what, and the more I think about it, and I'm being dead ass, the more I think about it, I think Tech saw me as a threat to her getting money. They did a live before Petty's live. Oh. But that's kind of, the more I think about it, that's kind of how I see it now. I think it was easy for Tech to get rid of me because I think I threatened her money. I, I,
Probably so.
I'm more
That's why
convinced of it than
nobody really
ever.
don't like you, because you have your opinions and you're real and you're truthful and you just say it like it is. And
Who
people
has
don't
it?
like that.
Spring has sprung. No, Trina. To be honest, most of my haters came from my falling out with Tekla. Yeah, I wanna. What can you? Is it on YouTube? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I really want to see that. And then it was even more so like I don't know. I don't know, man. That's really crazy because I knew it. And I didn't even want to believe it then so much. I really didn't. I really didn't because that was really hurtful. Like for money Tech, like wow.
Yeah. And 30 years of a friendship. I mean, that's fucked up.
That's really crazy to me. It actually makes me even more sad. It was so easy for her to do that. Like so easy. Yeah. I don't know. I heard she's doing like true crime or some shit. I don't
I
know.
seen her live the other day because apparently I still follow her. So I seen her live, but I didn't go in because I've never really went to her lives to begin with. I just started following her because of the whole thing between her and Lisa Richards. I've been watching Lisa for years.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really crazy. Really fucking crazy. Chase that clout like it was part of her fitness plan, man.
So did Tech lose a bunch of followers after when this happened between her and Ranger and Show Me
I
Money?
I don't even know. I don't know. I ain't checked. I mean, it looks to me as like she lost her like core friend group. Yeah, I remember that, Kimmy. I do remember that. It's very true. I do remember that. I mean, if it was obvious what she was doing, it was so obvious what she was doing. Queen Jackie, man, are you from? Yeah, I think you're from Sassy's group, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because there's a Queen's Jackie or Queen something that goes in petties all the time before her fundraiser. Yeah, like, man, that was such a shitty time, man. Ugh. I hate talking about it anymore. I used to try to convince people, and I used to try to get up here and like tell my side of the story, and everybody was so gung ho for Tech and thought that she was just this amazing, perfect person that absolutely no one would listen. So, I mean, who doesn't get tired of trying to defend lies? You can't really defend lies. So that whole thing, like, she did that to me, and I want to make this perfectly clear. She did that to me with zero proof. She never saw one receipt on anything that anybody ever said that I did, because I didn't do the things that they were saying. She did it all on hearsay from a person that she had never even known. It's so crazy. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, I don't know. I can't. Oh, all right, Spring. Did you find it? Two parts. What is it? YouTube? Here's another thing I know for a fact, that there's people that have walked away from Tekla to that were giving her money and uh, gifts and all the things that you'll never even know about.
What YouTube channel is it on?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What? Spring is sprung. Do you know? Is it on YouTube? Oh, she said TikTok. Two parts TikTok. I saw five. What page? Think for yourselves. Well, that's a good title for a page. All right, think for yourselves. For fuck's sake. I'll definitely go look at it. Because what was so crazy is that's the live that I was saying came up on my FYP. So when it came up, I listened, and then Show Me said, okay, I'm going to talk to my mods and we're all going to go over to Pastor Petty's live. But I didn't get to hear anything up until that. Man, Chevy talked mad shit on me too for nothing. That girl didn't even know me, man. Get up in a box and tell me to shut the fuck up real quick. She never even said hi to me. Like, we've never even had a conversation. I've never done nothing to her. Nothing. But boy, that bitch hates me by proxy. That's crazy. I could never. Listen,
Yeah,
I ain't never gonna do that. I promise you. I will never just start hating you simply because somebody told me to, or simply because somebody else hates somebody. I can't do it. I'm not built like that at all. I can't even. I have a hard time being mean to people that I ain't got an issue with. Like, how do I do that? Like, how do I find anger that doesn't exist? That's
really.
crazy.
Yeah, it takes a lot for me to hate somebody.
That was two different lives, two different issues. Oh. So when it came to the shoes, the Jeffro, because Jeffro was around when uh I was with Tech, but was that like a combined effort between those two, or like were they saying she had hands in what Jeffro was doing? Hey, Elena. Now, Elena, let's be honest for a minute, because you were there the whole time. Because I find it crazy, like this stuff coming, or being said about Tech, um, because it makes it pretty clear, right? Like what I was saying about Tekla for 2 years, just the way she literally threw our friendship away for money and then went whole on pursuit of money the entire time she's been here. It's because I didn't know about any of this until the other day. None of it. The only involvement was introducing him to that group. Yeah, because he was around from like almost the very beginning. Wait, I gotta screenshot that page. Hold on. Alright. Has Tech defended herself against this at all? Yeah, because he was around from the beginning. That was like one of her first like battle partners. She hasn't? Not a word? Get the fuck out. Wow. Get out. Hold on, because what live was going on the other day? Yes. In fact, there was a live going on right before Show Me and them went to Petty's live, right? But the live was talking about me. I can't remember. Was it Moonbeam, maybe? Could have been. And she came in that live. I did see her. I did see her in that live because Tech does love to show up in a live that they're talking about me. She'd do it all the time. As soon as somebody started talking about me, she'd come in. Yeah, yeah, they were the other day, Shiny. It was Moonbeam or Better. No, it wasn't Better Days. It wasn't Better Days. I want to say it was Moonbeam.
Since Moonbeam is in what is called the cool kid crowd, she talks a
Yeah.
lot of shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it probably was Moonbeam. I don't see um, T or anyone over there doing that. It definitely was probably Moonbeam.
Then they held another live on that TikTok shop couple, and that's when Petty came in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to that live though. The one that Spring is Sprung talked about. I mean, it only took a couple years for people to see what was going on. I don't know what to tell y'all. I, I don't know. I kind of have sympathy for people that don't have critical thinking skills. I mean, it was really disappointing to watch so many people even side with her the way they did with as fake as she was. It was so crazy to me. That is so crazy. Let me go ahead and download Favorited. It is very concerning. I don't like it. And I get it, like, I get it. And don't think that I don't, because I already came here and told y'all that, like, I did it myself, right? I heard a story. I took it as truth without questioning, when I certainly should have had questions. And I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying better equip yourself, better so that it doesn't happen, right? That's all. Because I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the way I feel after the stuff with Petty. I don't like that feeling at all. So it's not something that I'm gonna wish on other people. Just rather you take everything with a grain of salt and question everything. Because falsely accusing a young kid of something so heinous, and it being your own child, is wild work to me. I could never live with myself. Ever live with myself if I did something like that. I was really close to all of them. It was around Thanksgiving, and Tech made good money. Tech made a lot of good money on this app. I mean, it was there for the public to see. Like, you could go on TickLeap and see what she was making, what you could see, but I don't think anybody was aware of what was going on the back end, on how much she was getting on the back end. And I am grateful that people saw, right, that she was literally on the internet trashing people for getting Thanksgiving meals and money on the back end while getting Thanksgiving meals and money on the back end. That's crazy. And I'd been saying that for 2 years. I said, hey, how do you all justify that? She gets on there and criticizes how other people get their money when not one penny that comes into her house is working money. That's crazy to me. After you both broke up, I didn't watch no more because she got into battle. Chunk, everything that Tekla did was for money. I know it hurt you, Elena. Jeffro took the info from the financial apps that the group paid him with and gave that info to a stranger. Wow. Oh. And that stranger fully. Oh. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know any of that. That's wild. See, when people try, like when people, does Hazel even hang? I don't even know because I can't stand fucking Hazel. Um, it's kind of what I'm trying to tell you, right? Like when people come to the internet, and you guys have heard me talk for long enough, right? Definitely long enough. That I would hope that you understand that I don't come here with lies, right? I don't, y'all. I promise y'all, I don't. And if I did, right? If I did make a habit of coming to this app with lies, I would steady get caught in them, right? Steady. There would be so much video proof of me getting caught in lies that you would not be able to question. So what I'm asking people is like when, oh my God, I smacked that bee. That's a big son bitch. Man, he's coming. Oh, you bastard. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Get. Man. I'll fight for my life. But when somebody comes to the internet, right, and tries to tell you something, all I'm asking you to do is pay attention to the information. Just take it in, tuck it away, and use it if things start looking funny to you. Recall that one time where they said, oh, I remember when so-and-so said, and if it applies, it applies. You don't need me. Y'all can do it on your own. I'm just asking you to give the information the consideration. Like, vet the information. Like, if it doesn't check out, all right.
Hey, honey, I'm gonna drop. I gotta go in here in the bank here in a minute when it
All right,
opens. But
Trina.
you have a good day and text me or call
You
me
have a better
later.
one. I
All
will.
right, love
She's
ya.
home. She's home again today, so it'll be a hit and miss.
All right, well, let me know how she's feeling later.
I will.
All right, bye, love.
Bye, babe. The stranger that doxed money actually sent a package. What? Sent what to their home? Hello, Mohammed. Wait, sent what kind of package to her home? Oh, man. What did they send? That's terrible. I'm sorry that happened to her. That is really scary, guys. That's not nice. And people say it's just an app. Exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to her. Listen, like, I never had a problem. That's what's so crazy. I hate it too. A joke package with an eggplant and sparkles? Are you kidding me? They sent her a dildo? Sparkles? Can I answer questions you have? I mean, if you want to talk to me, Chevy. Chevy. You and I aren't really. Sorry, I'm dropping my earbud. I wasn't talking bad about you, Chevy. I was just saying, like, I think you hated me by proxy. I don't think I ever really gave you a reason to hate me. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Victoria. I agree. Everyone is a target. I think, and you know what? I think everybody learns that the hard way too. Like, even when I started my first T page, like, I never in a million years would have thought like just having a T page was gonna start like all the drama that it did. Literally harmless T page, mind you, just a T page with an opinion. So it's just really weird. I enjoy what I have heard of Chevy. She takes no shit. Heard of really weird from no one. Victoria said she has to come back. She was discussed. Yeah. Oh, it's. I don't know. Clout is a. I used to say that clout is a drug and Tekla is an addict. I said that for a long time. A lot of the time, I'll tell you this because I knew Tekla when she wasn't Tekla. I knew her in some of the worst times, and a lot of the behavior that I was seeing from Tekla after, like during our conflict, I I did worry for her because I felt like it was addictive behavior. I really did. So I did worry for her. Who's Pookie Pick Me? Oh, okay, wait. Is that you? Is that you? Because I sure wasn't going to let that up.
So I just want to clear some things up.
Mm,
One, the issue I've ever had with you was during the Jules stuff. You and me have gone back and forth in Jules's chat, but whatever.
mm,
Secondly, so people are coming in here and saying that Tech got money from Kim. She did. Tech didn't have anything to do with the Jeffro stuff. Jeffro passed around money's information. That's why we were on Petty's, was to call him and Bridge and some others out. But when it comes to the tech stuff, so she didn't directly ask for money, but some people felt the need to send money out of the kindness
mm-hmm,
of their heart.
mm-hmm.
And where I'll speak for myself, I won't speak for the whole group, but those of us who have backed off did have a problem with her calling out people getting Thanksgiving dinners and money on the back end when she was too. The
Right.
only reason we showed the Kim receipt is because the other person that we're keeping their privacy secret because they have real life stuff that they're worried about getting out. It was just the straw that broke the camel's back. So if you watch the video, yes, it's only $25 at Kim Center, but Kim had some medical issues during that time that we all knew about. and Kim had to go create a cash app to send the money. So that's where our problem was, and that's why we called it out. So I
But
think I want
shutting down saying it's a camera issue. I don't know. It's what happened to my live the other day, too. I don't know why it's doing that. Old ladies do it better.
Nope. Yep.
All I do is say sorry. Alexa, volume 3. Alright, so I wasn't here to try to call Tekla a bad person anyway, but I don't believe that she is a bad person still. I mean, she's a bad person to me, but I don't expect everybody else to think she is. That's not what I was here for. Oh, okay.
And I can't drive the rest of the day.
Oh, okay. Be careful.
I will.
All right. Neighbor. I think you're going to be hard pressed to find me coming here singing songs of praise about Tekla. I'm not going to do that, but nor am I going to call anybody a bad person. Yeah. She loves my dog. My neighbor loves my dog. I can't. No, different neighbor. A different neighbor. Huh. Oh no. You know what's kind of crazy too is, and I do this. This is like just a friendship. You know what I mean? Like literally family. It's so crazy how I don't know. So I can't even tell you like that I got no love for her. That's a lie. That would be a lie if I would say that. Because there's too much like really raw history there. So yeah, I can't even go so far as to call her a bad person per se. Happy. How do you fall asleep doing diamond art? I think that's all I got today. I think that's it. It's gonna be a long weekend here. My kid only went to school 2 days this week and she is currently struggling. anything. So she apologized to me, and so others haven't, so I give her that, though. Gotcha. She ain't never apologized to me. I don't even know what I'd do with an apology from her anyway. Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girls. Alright, y'all. Happy Friday. Take care. Moving around these TikTok streets. Hey, couple things before I go. The important stuff, okay? We talked about all the bullshit, all the drama. Let me tell you this. There's currently a woman in Georgia that is being kept alive by machines so that she can give birth to a child that is probably going to be blind and wheelchair bound for their entire life. So I wanted to say two things. The family has absolutely no say in this matter. The state is keeping this woman alive because she is pregnant. She is being used as an incubator for a baby that may not even live. So, when you watch The Handmaid's Tale, and I think it's season 5, but Gilead was keeping her alive because she was pregnant. Did y'all see that? Go to season 5. I'll even try to post the episodes that it happened in. But the woman was kept alive by machines so that she could have the baby. Huh. I would also like to put that she has a child, I think is about 4 years old, that visits his mother every day and thinks his mother is sleeping. He's accompanied by his grandmother, who has to watch that is probably going to be severely handicapped. What are we as women? What are we? What value do we hold other than being able to create life in our bodies? It's really crazy. So everybody should pray for her. Pray for her family. Pray for that child, both those children. Because in my mind, that is abuse of a corpse. If you ask me, that is abuse of a corpse. Somebody got filtered. I would also like to remind everybody, yes, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Same to you, Chrissy. Same to you. Today is the Palestinian Independence Day. It's been 77 years since the Palestinians were first slayed and made to leave their land. It is also embarking on 80 days of no food or aid being given to the people in Gaza. Thank God for China. China is now the new world leader, if you haven't noticed. Because where the United States is complicit in genocide, China dropped aid into Gaza yesterday. Yeah, how about that? uh, Free Palestine. Fucking free Palestine. Also, while brown people are being plucked off the street and sent to El Salvador, we are moving white South Africans into our country. We are giving them homes, phones, cars, and food because of a lie that they were being unalived. Are we all paying attention to what's going on? Like, do we equally pay? Because I do. No, I don't. I pay more attention to what's going on in the world than I do with what's going on between groups on the app. Good morning.
I also saw this recently this week. I'm in and out of doctor's offices, so I listen to podcasts and whatever. They're currently discussing, and I don't know which network it is with, to do, dare I say, Hunger Games, some type of show like that for unauthorized, well, people who are going through the legalization process, that if they win it and speed up their process and not get deported.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I've heard it on the news. You should ask
Oh.
Victoria. I am the news. Um, I don't remember which network was saying they're talking about some type of survivor type game for citizenship, basically.
Yeah, I didn't see that or hear that. That's weird.
That's how low we're going to go. I mean, we're going to keep going lower, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
that's where we're at today.
Yeah. It's really fucking wild. I think the woman in Georgia is what really has me on. No, it's the woman in Georgia and Palestine. Do you hear? And maybe I'm weird, and you can call me crazy, you can call me weird, you can call me all the things. But every day, at least once a day, if not more, I cry for the people in Palestine. I shed tears out of my own eyes because of what's happening to the people in Palestine. I can't control it. My empathy is untamable, like literally untamable. I can't even control my own emotions around children being starved to death and
And bombed.
blown to bits.
Exactly.
Like if you can have knowledge of that and it not affect you, you're part of the fucking problem. I'm not a fan of willful ignorance. Like, I cannot look away. I refuse to fucking look away. I am a poor fucking person. I am a poor fucking person. But I will give my last motherfucking penny to somebody who is suffering.
I don't.
I cannot watch or have knowledge of people suffering and ignore it. That kid, the valedictorian at NYU, the
What?
courage that kid had, I
Mm,
cried about that for probably 20 fucking minutes. Thank God for that kid.
I'm
You
just
too,
glad that there
Grandma.
are still enough people willing to speak out, although there is some effort, let's hope it doesn't succeed, that they are trying to find a way to arrest the Democratic senators for casting a lawful vote just because they disagree.
Period.
Uh, I mean,
Hey, did so? And I'm only going to speak for me, and I wonder how many other people, because it was lucky for me that I had therapy that day, right? Because I'm not a political person, and I feel like people that aren't political, if what's going on right now doesn't somehow radicalize you, I don't know, because like I said, this politics has not been my thing. Oh God, I can't stand my earbud turns music on when I hit it. But no, I lost my train of thought, motherfucker. It's a THC.
about being political.
Yeah, but it was more than that. Oh, okay, so it was when the day that I realized that we were complicit funding and giving bombs to the people committing genocide. The day that that actually absorbed was a very hard day for me. Like, for real. Like, you're like, I'm against genocide, but to have the actual knowledge that we are the ones committing it was a really hard day for me.
It became easier for them to do it too once the embassy was moved.
You've used my tax money that I worked all those fucking years to kill babies, man.
Mhm. It
Do
used
you,
to be a
and
war
that's what that
crime.
kid. I'm sorry. That's what that
No,
kid
go
said, Shiny. He said, "I don't accept my complicity in this genocide," and I feel the same way. I
agreed.
don't accept my complicity in genocide. I don't accept that.
It used to
Did you
be a
guys
war
ever?
crime. Go, I'm sorry.
Did you guys? Have you ever watched? There's a movie that really kind of like affected my thinking process as far as like the Holocaust. The Holocaust was not the only genocide that ever to take place. Do you? Genocide happens a lot. There's a movie that I love. It's called Hotel Rwanda. Don Cheadle is in that movie. It's a great fucking
Excellent
movie.
movie. Excellent movie.
Really good fucking movie. And people that don't understand why genocide happens or what's behind or what leads up to it, man, educate yourselves, y'all. Just fucking educate yourselves. And in the education, you're gonna be sick. Like, it's gonna make you fucking sick, physically fucking sick. But you have, in order to fight it, you have to understand it. We are wiping out an entire group of people simply because they don't like them. I don't know, man. That's how I move through my day, y'all. Figuring out what I can do. What the fuck can I do? Other than get on here and talk about it.
Yeah. I remember it wasn't that long ago, Pam. It used to be a war crime to BOMB any uh hospital
Civilians.
facility. Yeah, and several places
And
now,
we're guilty. And we're
and
guilty of war
nobody
crimes.
cares.
We, as the United States of America, are complicit in this fucking war crimes. Everybody wants to look at Netanyahu. No, who do you think's been filling that motherfucker's pockets for as long as we've been here? We are an extension of Israel. Healthcare. Israel gets free healthcare and for that. Who? You. You're paying for them to have free healthcare. You're paying for them to have free education while we're dying in universities. While they pay nothing to go to the doctor and nothing to be educated. And they're educated with ignorance and hate and violence. And our money educates them with racism, violence, and hate. Our money, your money, when you go to work every day and they take all that money out of your paycheck. That's where it's fucking going. And you know how you know? Because of how badly we are living. Because if they were using our tax dollars for us, we wouldn't be fucking living like this.
You can have a baby and get $1,000 savings account now. People stopped producing. That backfired.
You know, there's a creator on here that does political debates, and I really like her. Her name is Twista. She's another no teeth queen like me and doesn't give a fuck about it. And she's really worked up over the woman in Georgia, as she should be, right? And there were MAGA that were coming into her live yesterday to debate this woman being kept alive to give birth. And the woman had originally presented at the emergency room with severe headaches. She was ignored and sent home with Tylenol. The next morning, her husband found her unable to breathe and gurgling. She had had brain clots in her brain, but if they would have done a CT scan, they would have absolutely found. When they did find the blood clots, they denied her the life-saving surgery because she was pregnant.
And
The
had a
woman
heartbeat.
then was,
It's
yes,
the heartbeat law.
the heartbeat law, exactly. So they ignored her symptoms, refused her the medical attention she needed to save her life. She became brain dead and now is being kept alive to give birth to a child that is probably A, not going to live, B, be severely handicapped. So this person came into the chat and said, what caused the blood clots, though? They said, but what caused the blood clots? As if it was the woman's fault that she had clots in her brain, that she somehow did something to cause the blood clots. Are you kidding me? That's their line of thought. Well, she must have done something to get those blood clots. It must have been drugs. It must have been something self-inflicted for her to get blood clots. Wild. Really, really wild thinking. Okay, about to drop to the comment too, because I really got shit to do now, but yeah, and the whole time I'm thinking about her mom, right? And in my mind, I'm going, not my fucking daughter. Not my fucking daughter. Not my fucking grandbaby. Baby, I would have pulled the plug and went straight to fucking jail. I would have pulled the plug, laid on my daughter, and then went to jail. A very, very happy woman. Perfectly content woman. Because not my fucking daughter. Not my fucking daughter. And I feel for that woman that has to go to that hospital every day and visit that who is not her daughter. Not my fucking daughter. So Georgia has Marjorie Taylor Greene and this fucked up law. Are y'all okay? Because for me, I think we should just set Georgia on fire and be done with it. I wish I could do like how other people do and just do must be to be able to ignore to walk around in your everyday life like, yeah, fuck that. Fuck them Palestinians. Fuck that lady in Georgia. Fuck her family. I don't know. I to be able to fucking do that. I can't do it. I can't either, Casey. I can't. This gives me picture it Germany 1920 period. So here's the thing, right? Because if you think about it. That woman's been in the hospital for 3 months, 90 days, right? Can you imagine what the medical bills that are mounting? Can you imagine where they are? They're in the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills, and that woman is 21 weeks pregnant, right? They want to get her to, I think they said 32 to 39 weeks pregnant. So that's another. So we'll be in the millions by the time this woman is able to give birth to that child. We'll be in the millions. And then you're going to stick her family with millions of dollars in medical debt upon the task of raising a disabled child while you currently are cutting any and all services directed to disabled children. Can you make that make sense to me? You have a heartbeat law. You're keeping the child has encephalitis, water on the brain, blind, and wheelchair bound. So make it make sense. We're keeping her alive to give birth to a disabled child, that there is not one service provided to help care for that disabled child. Is that right? We're keeping her alive to give birth to a baby that is already disabled, but we have cut all funding for programs to help with disabled children.